Hi guys, welcome back to Geezer Grills. Today, well, we're going to do a little double up. Who don't love a double up? Fuck's sake, stop me. Right, we have got the tail end of a fillet steak and we've got ourselves a pork tenderloin. The plan is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to butterfly both of these and get them flat, and I'm going to smash the shit out of them to get them nice and thin. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to season up the pork tenderloin with the Memphis rub, which I've shown you how to make already. It's a homemade rub. And then that's going to go in the fridge. And then I'm going to do the same with the fillet towel. And I'm going to season that up with my old favourite, fucking hell, my Auntie Mabel, my old favourite, which is the Angus & Oink Montreal steak rub. I love this stuff. They're going to both go in the fridge. They can take on this marinade. Then I'm going to bring them back later on today, and I'm going to roll the two of them up together. So we're going to have like a fillet steak and pork tenderloin roll. I'm going to sear it, and then we're going to chuck it in the Commando Joe, cook it through. Hopefully, we should have a nice roll joint of both pork tenderloin and fillet steak. That's the plan. Anyway, so first stage. All right, let's take this pork tenderloin, stick that on there. I'll get this out of the way. What we've got to try and do is get this as flat as possible. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is just make, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to use this big fucking knife here. I think I've got to try and get this so I can bash the shit out of it. So I'm just going to make an incision, and it is trial and error, guys. And you've got to remember, I mean, at the end of the fucking day, it gets dark. At the end of the day, you're going to bash it up anyway. So, within reason, I'm just saving myself a bit of arm work on the ammo, really, by doing this. Let's pop that like that. And let's make another incision through there. Open her up. Happy days. Okay, and then we're going to take the old cling, lay that over the top, and quite simply beat the shit out of it. All right, we're trying to make this as flat as possible so that we can roll the two together, and they're sort of like the same thickness, so that they both cook at the same time. Well, that's the plan anyway. I'm not going to lie to you, I've never done this with a pork loin and a fillet steak before, but as I keep saying to you, you never know till you try. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're hoping we get her to look something like that. So she should roll nice. Okay, there we have it. Stage one for the pork tenderloin. Okay, now all I'm going to do is take that off of there and just stick this on here just for the time being while I prepare the steak. Let's get this under cover. Let's bring the steak out. Now we're going to do exactly the same with this fillet towel, okay? I'm going to cut it and butterfly through the middle there. Okay, I'm even going to make another incision in there. So I am going for thin here. Right, we're going to bash it either way. I might have done that a bit too thin, but hey-oh. Listen, I ain't no fucking butcher. Alright, that over the top. Hey, and repeat the process. Now obviously it ain't going to be exactly the same shape, but you've got to work with what you got. It actually looks like the fucking Batman fucking sign, do you know what I mean? It's a bit fucking weird. Anyway, what could be Australia, I suppose? You know what I mean? Hey-o. Alright, and there we have it. I'll go and get another tray. Okay, let's get rid of that. God, the old sun's coming out today. Life is good. Let's pick this bad boy up. Like so. Straight on the tray. Okay, let's get this out of the way for a minute. Okay, so there we have it. As flat as a pancake, guys. Right, next stage, all we're going to do is take the old Angus & Oink Montreal steak rub, or steak and burger rub, Lovely, by the way. And we're just going to give it a sprinkle. I do love this stuff. So we're going for 2 different flavour profiles. I'm also going to wrap, when I roll it, I'm going to roll in some mustard as well. Let's get that, and then just give it a flip over. There. Get both sides. Wonderful. That bad boy is ready to go in the fridge. Right, now, let's do the same again with this pork tenderloin, I should say. But with this one, what we're going to use is the Memphis rub. As I said to you, I've shown you how to make this the other day, and there's plenty of it. But this has got a lot of sugar in it, so it's going to be sweet. So we're going the Montreal steak's like salty. Do you know what I mean? So we're going salty sweet. It's a bit like sweet and salty pulp. It's a little bit like sweet and salt pop. I can spit out, son. It's a little bit like salt and sweetie popcorn. Salt and sweetie. Sweet and salt popcorn. Fucking hell. All right. And we are going to be liberal with this and all, guys. All right. All right. Give that a little pat down. And then let's give it a flip. Lovely jubbly. Well, it smells lovely, that does. And there you have it, guys. That is our prep done. So, we have got our flattened fillet steak, and we have got our flattened pork tenderloin, and then they're both going in the fridge to marinate for, well, what's the time now? It's 10 to 10. I don't reckon you're going to see these much before 3 o'clock. So, you know, you're talking a good 5 hours there. And then we're going to roll them, sear them, cook them. Hopefully, that should turn out fucking handsome. I'll see you in about 4 or 5 hours. Right, guys, we are at 4.5 hours. I couldn't wait any longer because I'm getting fucking hungry. I ain't gonna lie to you. Do you know what I mean? Right, next stage. What we're gonna do is we are gonna roll these two bad boys together, tie them up, then we're gonna sear them. Then we're gonna fucking stick them in a Commando Joe, and then we're gonna bake them. So, first step that I wanna do though, is I am, in fact, going to take some, let's bring this, it's running out of fucking space here. Pop that over there. All right, and let's stick that over there. There we go. First things first, what I am going to do, because I want to actually smother this fillet in in some mustard, and I'm going to use 2 different mustards. I'm going to use a whole grain mustard, and I'm going to use a Dijon mustard. I'm just going to make up a mixed mustard dressing. Don't know, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to smother that fillet steak in it, you know. Just gives it a little kick inside. Who don't like being kicked inside? And then we're going to make that. We're going to add this Dijon mustard, and it's quite handy because we're getting to the end of both of these jars, so it all gets used up. Get the lot out of there. Quite a different mix of flavours, really. But you never fucking know until you try. So you've got to give it a go, right? So there we have it. Bit of whole grain, bit of Dijon. Mix the 2 of those bad boys together. And then we are going to quite simply spread this little lot all over that fillet steak. Or that beat to shit fillet steak, I should say. All right, let's bring this in. And very simple, guys. Just going to go right over the top. Hopefully we've got enough. Just about make it, I think. Just about fucking bang on. Tell ya, these little spatula spoons are fucking ideal because you shouldn't off. Like if I'm doing a cold, I know it sounds weird doing a coleslaw, but you can make sure, especially when I make up the coleslaw mayonnaise, because I make that up separately, you make sure you get it all, you see? And look at that. Exactly the right amount. Fucking happy days. That feels like fucking rain. You can't be serious. Come on. Right, next stage, guys. What we're going to do is we are going to put this on top of, we're going to put this on top of that, and then we are going to roll it. So, here we go. Let's pick this bad boy up, lay it straight on the top of that. Well, I'll tell you something. We ain't done bad there, have we? Look. Do you know what I am actually going to do? I am going to flip it over that way because it fits a lot better. And then we are going to roll. Let's pull that down there. Look at that. I tell you something. What the fucking chances of that? That ain't a million miles. I could trim that little bit off. I'm not going to waste it. But I could have trimmed. Look at that. It's almost like it's fucking made to go on there. Anyway, right. So, then all we're going to do, guys, we are going to roll. Keep on rolling. I do like adding things and rolling things, and let's put that in there. And look at that. There we have it. Ta-da! Bosh. Happy days. Next stage. Try not to make too much of a fucking mess. Should have cut this string off first, but hey-oh. Let's tie this bad boy up. Tell you something. Smells handsome. That's fucking lovely. It's quite reasonable size, isn't it? Let's get the old knife out. Okie doke. Are you ready? Let's go right the way around there. Put that in there. Pass that through. Let's tie this little bad boy up, shall we? All the way round. Well, I've got to say to you, it looks fucking handsome. bit of a weird combination, but you know, you never know till you try these things, do you? Okay, the next stage, guys, is going to be to pick this up and we're going to sear this in a pan. All right, let's get this bad boy ready, shall we? Now we are actually using the Commando Joe Connect today. And first things first, I've got a pan sitting in there. Whew, Smoky Joe's. Let's melt some butter in there so we can make this, we can sear this off lovely. Nice knob of butter in there. There she goes. Happy days. I'm hoping that fits. It looks like it should do. Now to that, we are actually going to add the last of this little bit of garlic in the bottom, even with those juices that are in there. You had smell-o-vision. It smells fucking handsome. So we're just about there. And then all we're just going to do, pick this fella up and plonk her straight in there. Right guys, little quick change of plan there. I had to take the old deflector plates round because I couldn't get that butter hot enough. So basically, we're going to have another go. We're going to get that butter should be hot enough now to sear this steak, well, to sear this joint. Are you ready? Listen for the sizzle. That's more like it. Happy days. All we're just going to do is seal these edges. Then we're going to put the deflector plates back in there, get this thing dropped back down to 350 and let it roast. And hopefully, if all goes to plan, I've never tried it before, but if all goes to plan, trust me, fucking trust me, this should hopefully be nice and tasty. Just get the edges all nice and sealed, lock that flavour in. It's kicking out some lovely heat now though, I'll tell you. And there we go. All that batter and garlic, lovely jubbly. And we're going to see if we can just pick it up and get those, just stick a little bit on that end there in that batter there, look. Lovely. A little bit on the other end here. Okay, bring that off. Take this and get this out of the way. Ooh, that's hot. Let's whack these deflector plates back into play. Don't burn yourself. Grills back on. And let's get this thing back down to around about 350 where we can roast. Right guys, we're back down to temperature where we want to be. Let's give it a little spray for the old stickage. Now that looks pretty. What we're going to do, just go straight in the middle. Happy days, listen to the sizzle. Lovely jubbly. And then we're quite simply just going to put a probe right in the middle. That is tender, guys. That is tender. We're shooting for a temperature of about 145, maybe a little bit high for the steak, but I've got to make sure that pork is cooked. So I'll see you when we hit temp, guys. See you then. Okay, guys, we've got 10 minutes on the clock. On the clock? It's fucking hell. On the clock. Let's have a quick butcher's. Oh, fuck me gently. Look at that. That looks a lot better than I thought it was going to look. That looks well tasty. Right, I'll see you in 10. Guys, we've reached 10. Happy days. Let's bring her out. Oh, fuck me gently. Look at that. It looks like a roast joint, doesn't it? Pull that out. Tuck that over there because that is hot. Let's bring this bad boy out to rest. Look at that. I've got to say, guys, she looks pretty. Let's get a closer look, shall we? I reckon we're going to let that rest for about 15 minutes, guys. And then we're going to cut into her, and if all goes to plan, happy days. Okay, guys, we are rested. That looks pretty. Let's see how we did. All we're going to do is go straight in the middle. Oh, the amount of juice that's coming out of this. Let's have a butcher's. Are you ready? Oh, look at that. That looks pretty. I literally can't wait. I can't wait. I can't hold out any longer. Let's get that bit of that butcher's twine out of the way there. Pull that over. Let's cut ourselves a nice piece. Right down the middle. Looks a bit like a sweetie, doesn't it? Like a lollipop, do you know what I mean? I'm going to have to cut it in half because I think it's too big to pick up. I'm going to go for it on the outside here. Bit of board. Are you ready? Oh, mate. Oh. Guys. That. Oh. That is beautiful. I'm getting the sweetness of that homemade barbecue rub. I'm getting the saltiness from the Angus and Oink Montreal steak rub. I'm getting the mustard from the Dijon and the whole grain mustard. I mean, it's just, I'll tell you something, I've got to go in again. That is beautiful. I could quite easily chuck a few spuds on the side there. Roast dinner all day long. Oh. Beautiful. I'm definitely doing that again. I wasn't sure. Sorry, guys. I wasn't sure if the whole beef and pork were going to go together, but that is absolutely bang on. I promise you, anyone put that in front of you, they wouldn't be upset. Now remember, don't forget to push all the fucking buttons, and I'll see you next time.